So we will keep doing the lecture. We left over here is in class practice for the unit cost. So so this is the practice we have it um last time. So how many of you finish it? One, two, just two? Did you finish? I'll finish this one. Yeah, that's the example in the class. Okay. So Trevor, what's the issue with you attending with Zoom? Hello?
Sorry, what did you say, Dr. Yu?
No, not you. I mean Trevor.
I am not in Greensboro. I had a doctor's appointment, so I'm on the way
Okay.
back to Greensboro now. So I had a
Okay,
doctor's
got you.
appointment yesterday, so I'm in Asheville,
Yeah.
heading back.
Mm-hmm.
And I can send you the note now if you would like.
No, I don't need it. Yeah, just be well. But how you know this account you can join in? I did not give it to you.
I asked a fellow classmate.
Okay. So all right. So if you have something like this, please let me know ahead, okay? All right. So this is only for the recording, and if you send the notice early, I can let you join that way. So anyway, um only two finish this one. That's not a quiz. This is the in-class practice. I put it on the blackboard, and we did give you like half hour to do last Tuesday. Just one question. Just one question. Yes. So how we perform this one? So since we know we have 8 projects, and we know total cost, we know the number of car, and we know the cost per unit or unit cost. So tell me what method we use. We using UC or using 1 is equal AX plus B. AX plus B, right? So what is X here? So if I have the 2 column here, which one is the X? Which number of a car is X, right? So what is the Y? Is the total cost Y or the unit cost is Y? Unit cost is Y. So you can use the equation that one and finding the number of cars as X1, which is a minimum, which is X1, 16. So then the corresponding Y is that one, right? So Y1 is this. So what is X2? 220. And then the Y2 is this one, right? So I think most of you is already using the equation I told you before is using equation 1 to minus equation 2 in both sides, and then you will get your A, right? Can you verify with this one if we're using A is equal to this equation to see if you can get the same results? Please verify if you can get the same results. So you should get the same number, 498970 for the final test. And you can check your interim results, see anyone has issue. So so this blue I'm handwriting thing is the one we did in class, right? So so that's the one you can follow. So this another way you can follow is here directly using the equations. So I want you guys, if you already finished that part, please verify with this equation. Go ahead.
4 decimal points?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you went to 3, so I got a different answer because I went to 4 decimal points for my thing.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah. Your A should be 8.33886, right? Or 88. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Keep your 4 decimal place as much as possible. Okay. 4. So you should get a very close number to this. Yeah. So I'm now going to check in the detailed number for those, but I will checking if your logic is correctly, right? Okay. Can you go ahead to verify these two general equation? So if you can verify the two general equation and you can remember those and you can directly use it without that, okay? Yeah, yeah. For A and B, so that will be the super easy one to get it. You get the same answer? You should get the same answer because basically it's the same thing. So so you use this equation to getting B is not really useful because basically once you're getting A, you can use in the simple this equation 1 to get in the B. So but this equation to getting A is very useful. All right, so, any question? Go ahead.
You said, like, after you found A, you said plug it back into equation Y.
Equation y is this. So the equation y is contain your y1 and the x1. This is your equation one. Okay?
I didn't go, so this is the first.
Any more question? Okay, I give you 5 minutes to ask more question and then we will go to quiz. Okay.
Let's find B, right?
Mhm.
Or multiply that.
It's okay.
Subtract it from this, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm different number, I don't know. But it's probably, and then after that.
No, you have this. This is a negative. Putting this one back into here should be positive. So it should be more than this. What is negative? What is?
Yeah. I hear you just plug in the 135.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
For sure though.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Can you that for me for 1 second?
Okay. Make sure you understand how to do it because the quiz is close because.
Yeah, so can we write down the formula?
This is a challenging part, so you understand the formula.
Can we write down the formula? Not cheat sheet, no cheat. The name cheat, no cheat.
No, A is always less than 0. It's always a negative number. Less than 0 is means negative number. So,
You put on the bottom, did you put 240 first?
60 spread. 60 minus 51.
so because 60 is your minimum y, so just looking for here. This is very hard to say. You want to open the quiz? So the quiz will be using the Excel as already the quiz last time. So we will try to lecture handwriting, hand calculation, and doing the quiz using Excel. So when we give her the tech results.
I didn't pay my rent to fix my washer in the car. I told you that. Are you having formulas on the quiz?
Yes. I can give you some.
Yes.
I can give you some on the screen.
Last. And we'll find the total what?
Yeah, you need to find the total. Yeah. But this one is 135.
And what's the other that we did last time?
Last time you,
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it was mad. I do
So are we just using the same Excel?
mad, you like, well.
This is the exact same. Question is the exact same.
you can say back to
So you got. Girl, I told her truck. I guess she think when she got stolen, we supposed to have business party. So not going where he said.
This is correct.
Station.
This is a negative. This is a negative.
Yeah, you should park. I didn't know that. I'm like, hey, this is why I open.
This is negative.
This is
This is negative. Basically, that was.
I had to pay 600. I lived there and I had to pay that.
They told me too, I can't, that's sad.
But I had to pay at my own crib and they wouldn't reimburse.
What about this camera?
Bro, they were trying to find any excuse. They were like, oh, you parked over the line.
Okay, yeah. Actually, you gotta go with that shop.
And that's why we found out.
Yeah.
Who's Rick?
Last year, like, I just had to pay my rent, like 885.
You ready for a quiz? Which one? Uh-huh. Yes. Quiz 2 is with Unicast, and this one is adjustment Unicast. Yes, same number for quiz 2, different methods. Yeah.
When you say use, because like I found B, I think
Uh-huh.
I did that right. Then after that it says B equals.
Oh no, you already found, you don't need to refund it. I'm
Oh,
providing 2 methods for you. So
Oh.
which one you think is easy, then you follow which one.
So once I find B, I
Uh-huh.
can just plug
Plug
that
back into the equation, find the y for x is equal to 135.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
once you find the b, you get into here, right?
So
for
once
the,
I find
for the given x, you're getting the y, and this is a unicast for that.
multiply by
Yeah,
135.
yeah. All right, so let's do the quiz. Still more time. Okay. Because someone is talking about a different thing other than the class. Okay, so I'm starting the recording again, and you guys can find the quiz in the quiz folder and come to here. So this quiz is same as the quiz we did in. Yeah, you can put it into Excel. So it's the same thing, same number. If you can find your quiz you can find your quiz 2 results, and you can develop the based on it. You don't need to create a new one, type in a new one. You can find your quiz 2. You can go to your submission and download the Excel spreadsheet, and then you can use it and continue with this quiz 3. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to open this one. And I'm going to open the Excel and do a quick explanation to you, and then you guys can remember it's closed book, closed notes. I will give you some equations over here, then you can easily to follow, okay? So you should be okay with it. Not too much worries about this. So basically you can copy things from here to there. Already works. Yeah, you can use your quiz 2 results for this one. It's the same thing. So, all right, I copied the result coming to here. And I should be able to give you some formula here, and then you can good go. So this is 358. Yeah. So this is a quiz, and the first step we're going to find is the y, right? So here's your y, and here's your x. Yeah. Once you determine your y and x, you are going to find your x1 and the y1, finding your x2 and the y2. X1 is the minimum and x2 is the maximum, right? So let me increase those size. And once you're finding your x1 and x2, then you can define your equation. Your equation 1 is equal to y1 is equal to, no, I'm still define my equation equation 1 is equal to a times x1 plus b. And then you can define your equation 2 is equal to y2 is equal to a x2 plus b, right? And then the next step is finding your a and b. And then the next is finding the y for x is equal to what? And then finding your total cost. So that's all the hints I can give to you, okay? Yeah, now you can do course book, course notes. How many minutes you guys need for this one? 10, okay, how about 10?
No, not till 10 o'clock.
10, just 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay, I give you 5 minutes, okay? How many? 1, 2, 3. No, it's easy.
No, it's easier to do the calculator if you label it. If you're labeling it on Excel, I had to use my calculator. Because I'm putting y equals, so I don't get confused. I know how to use Excel, so. That's
So
something.
the reason I give you the equation is a challenging hand is because I want you to using Excel to fast your process. So if you say using calculator is easy, next time I'll give you 200 points. 200 projects in the table and still 10 minutes. Can you use a calculator do it? I'm wondering. So it's only a couple of seconds left. We can starting to go through this quiz. Okay. So so first is a good catch to here to see. So this column here is X, because X is a size. So for this question, the size is square feet. So we have the X in the first column over here. So we don't know the Y, we only know the total cost. So we need to find in the cost per unit, right? So which is equal to the unit price, cost per unit. So we need to define a column like this, cost per unit. So and this one will be equal to your total cost. So we have this one is 400 divided by this 315. And you will see the number is a number with multiple decimal places. So we try to keep at 4 decimal places, right? So or you can keep it 2 decimal places, it doesn't matter. So the equation we used before is round, R-O-U-N-D. And we put, if we want to put 4 decimal place, we put 4 here and then down. So once we get in this one, we only need to drag it down. We're finding all those. So but you will see here has a 20, which does not have decimal place, and this 10.25 without as well. So what we can do is right click it and finding the 4 segment and go to the numbers and click this one to 4 decimal place, right? So we have all those 4 decimal place. So so now what we do, so since we have Excel, we can easily to getting a plot regarding the X and the Y. So what we can do is we can pick up that one and pick up that one. And insert and find this one. You will get a, no, that does not work well. So we were just using the sandbox. So when you look at this one, it's a little bit confusing because your this is most likely your X and this is most likely your Y. So we need to switch it, right? So how to switch it? So to switch it is quite easy. So we click that one and you will see the format pump up and you will click this chart design and you will see here switch row and column. So once you switch a row and a column, it does not perform well, so we can return it. So we're going to selecting our data. So you will see here, so this is what you have, and then that is the data. We can remove those. So we're going to change the data. So first we're selecting the data. Say again. Okay. So click this one. How to get a chart? Excuse me, can you listen? So you pick up those. So this is your X, and you pick up this is your Y, right? So if you want to do it correctly, I think you can first pick up your Y. So you can do this is your Y, and this is your X, and you go to insert and finding this one, and you get your 8. So but it's still pumped in that way because it looks like the Excel is recognize this first and recognize this later, right? So now we need to switch it. So those data are wrong, so we need to switch it. So switched column or the row does not work well for this one. So what we can do is we can change the data. So once you click the selecting data, you are getting here. So you can either do the edit or stuff. So if you go to edit stuff and you are going to add. So now you can define. So where is your X? Your X should be this. Your X should be this. And your Y should be those. Is that correct? Okay. So this is your X, this is your Y. Yes, you good. So you good. Okay. So you have this. Yes, this is X. This is cost per. So we can adding we can getting a label here. So getting a data label for the no, not the data. We get a X name here. Okay, let me get this away. So X title, right? You have your dollar. I mean, this is your cost per unit. And this is your unit. So that is your chat will be looks like. You can see the when your unit is increased and then your cost per unit is decreased, right? That is a plot we did it before. So now you want to given something estimate over here, we can quickly to plus here and we're adding a trading lines and then we getting to have a linear. So if we're getting the linear and there's more option and we're going to see what is the equation looks like. So we had this line again. And we'll be display the equation on the chat. Your result should be close to this one. You're getting a Y equation is close to this one? Or what else you get? You may get someone close to this. You may get someone does not match with this because this one is trying to make every point is to cross it and has the smallest distance between this point to it and summarize all them together, get a minimum number. But our method is picking up the X1 is the smallest number, X2 is the largest number for the unit, right? So now this is the plot, and we fit a straight line over there, and we have an equation over here. But this equation may be different to your equation. So now we're starting to following this, okay? So we're starting to following this. So to do this, as I told you before, to see which one is bigger, which one is small, you can easily recognize it. Or another way you can do is using this condition methods, right? So you can give a data bar here and also given a data bar here. And you can easily find out this is your largest X and this is your smallest X, right? And another way to find is you can using is equal to MN, the minimum from this one. And you can find which is the maximum from this one. You can also get in those two numbers, right? And in the meantime, you are finding the Y. So you can define this is X1, then this is X2. And in the meantime, you can find your Y1 and the Y2 is equal to which number? Which is Y1? Y1 is this one, right? And which is Y2? Y2 is this one. Am I correct? Okay. So we put in here. So those are the results you need to verify. So if we have those two numbers, can we do a plot for it? We should be able to do a plot for it as well. Okay, so let's see. So we click this one and this two, and we go to insights, and we get a plot for this one. And but when you see this one, it's a little bit confusing because the X is here and the Y is here. So we need to switch it. So we get a switch column and then we get in this one, right? And if we get in this one, we can easily add in a trig line here and we display equation here. And we increase the size. See that again? So the X1 is equal to the minimum from here. It's very easy. So you can highlight those two columns and highlight this column. Okay? Using the Control C. Using Control C. Sorry, using Control and your mouse. So this one, Control, and this one. And then you go Insert. And finding this one. Okay?
Can you show how you flipped it again?
How what? Flip it is easy. So you can highlight this one and switch row and column.
There we go. You can take. You cannot switch it?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, this is the same one.
Yeah. First one, yeah.
But you didn't have it. Next. Like, oh, you didn't have to do it.
Damn.
Okay, so you could have highlighted it and drag.
Oh.
All right, now what I do?
Highlight those. Okay. Like, no. Highlight just, no. Stop highlighting that box on top. Just highlight 120. Hold Control down. No, highlight. No, get your finger off the mouse. And now highlight 9, 10, and.
Yeah, this is the plot for this one.
This shit don't work.
Be calm.
Be
Be calm.
Please do it. Bullshit that you did.
I fucking guess not. But still, how did you, what did he do?
How did you get that first
Together.
one?
That one.
It's really like.
I don't know how he got the numbers at the bottom to
It kind of confused.
match the shit. Data.
Hey, so what you do? You just highlight this shit and that's how you have to press it.
Yeah. But not that bottom.
So right here. And then,
Why did you highlight that?
what the
That's
fuck?
your problem.
That is,
Not paying attention. You just highlight the shit.
what the fuck do you mean?
Don't do
Maybe
that.
when I get older, I'll be.
I did.
I'll highlight it and
Yeah, I think.
I don't, oh. I don't know. You put it in all the fucking boxes. Why'd you do that?
All right, so so that is using the two points, which is medium and the maximum x and the corresponding y1 and y2 to get in the equation here. Do you get the same equation? So to get in the equation is you are going to selecting the point and you're going to click here trenders. So if I remove it, it's like this, right? Click this one. And you will see this is a linear, right? And you will see more options.
Plus,
Click more option. So getting the salad card, you just click it. Click your plot. And you get that one. And you will see more options here. And this one will bump up. And click this table option. And you will see display the chat.
yours looks like that. Mine don't look like that. Click the plus. You click that?
Click the plus, trender, more option. And this will bump up. So you can switch between there. Yes. Got I only use the two from here. So you need to have X1, X2, Y1, Y2. That you are. I like it that first chart.
I don't know how to get the plus.
The first chart that you got down here.
What plus?
That one that's on your side.
You're on the website, right?
The website.
Yeah, you're on the website that not have plus, but you still can do the right clicking.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you see?
All right, you how I get that chart right there?
Which one?
The first.
Oh, you don't need to have the first one.
Okay, good.
The first one is just for make sense. So any question? Any question here? What question have? The name? Or we don't need to have the name. Yeah. So I'm talking.
Oh.
Any question?
Yeah, these could be 5 years.
This one.
You see like how I when I
You can hear me?
Sorry.
No, no, no.
This might be like all-
No, no, punch you.
and then you scroll down and you click display pages.
Oh.
Okay. Then you say X1, X2, Y1, Y2, again.
And how do we get to other chart? Which number?
So you need to use an X1, X2 here. So, can I try? It's not. So the problem is there.
Yeah.
So right now.
I see a little.
You did it? Oh, yes, you did it.
Just, I like the 20, 9.89. Then the 9.
No. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. That's the first one, the first one.
And then you're gonna put it.
Don't do the high.
Oh, we gotta do that.
Turn it in, I guess.
So this is the only thing that we had to do.
No.
So all this shit right here was fucking around.
Well, I feel like it. I don't-
Right, he's over here doing the resolution.
You was finna do the same relevant shit.
So now for the.
Okay.
I just want to please. Okay, so I got the word. I don't understand how you.
Yeah, she said. Alright, so now for this one, we're going to. And now you're going to. You're gonna. put that one. And you're gonna. So for this one, he's just doing like the X1, X2, right? And you drag your cursor over those two. Yeah. And then go to the. Then click on the live and do the same thing. And then.
Just fuck out. What's going on? Fuck you over here doing. No, Casper friendly ghost. Fucking up shit. I want to be a part of it.
Why am I trying?
Switch off the shit. Oh, they take like serious.
No, I be fucking. I started seeing that. I was like,
Hell no.
We got joined.
Who? Like I'm ushering.
I can't sing like
Somebody called, let me see, what did they say?
They call who would? What they say? This is Tom.
I'm so hungry, bro.
What they say?
I guess you're in the group.
What they say?
They said, y'all is D1 over 20.
We just woke up, then. Shit.
I think Maddie first.
Maddie ain't first in shit, she's last.
That's for the first time.
No, his ass was not there.
That was the other day, right?
But you know who's next?
Not me, and that's all that matters.
I'm gonna have a quick impartial and see that way.
No need. I wonder what our test gonna be on. Yeah, what is it? No, but like when you do, what is it gonna be on?
We teach the class though.
Exactly. And he's giving us this homework that we ain't never done.
No, I.
You got teachers the same thing?
No, like, he said, teachers, basketball.
Please. No, not at all. Yeah.
He gave you 100. He always does.
I don't think I do, but I need to check. Let's see.
I don't see people take notes.
Yeah, but I think it was. Yeah. Oh. Oh, no, I don't think that's domestic. I think domestic violence should not be in a relationship for it to be domestic. That's not true. Then you should buy. Yeah, just domestic violence, if you're in a domestic relationship, you're in a relationship.
All right, so we're not finished it yet. We're not finished it yet. So I want to see, did you guys get the same number if you do the calculation? Same number?
Yeah, I got it.
No.
The math,
You when you did the math, do you get the same thing?
I don't know why. But the negative 0.0125, I did get.
Okay, this is different, right? Okay, but you get this one. You get A is the same one, but B is a negative number.
Yeah. At first mine was negative, then I just used the other equation and it's still a decimal.
Okay, let me see.
I didn't perform. What did I use?
A is equal to
This. Yeah, well, we had to do like, this was minus plus B, so the B's went away. So then I just solved for A and I just divided it by that and I got that. This?
I know how to get the X1. I know how to.
But what? Like, you know how to do it.
so there's no issue with A, right? Mm-hmm.
During like the last problem, I got a negative number. The same as, the numbers, like it came.
Mm-hmm.
So. Is the equation messed up? Should I do it a different way?
Okay, let's try an easy way. Let's try to put in we get equation 1 is equal to y is equal to ax.
No. Wait. It's 8. It's 8. Wait.
Why? Nothing is 8. Bro, nothing. That ain't making sense.
Wait, no, I got it right. So whatever I did is right. So.
Well, I know why I want it.
So b is equal to y1 minus a times x1. No, b is not the negative number.
So what'd you just do?
I just use this.
How you plug that in, Dottie?
Like at the beginning of this one? I was using the YAX plus B.
How did you plug that in?
Say again?
I use.
How did you get the 21 and 25?
Is the equation.
Okay.
So use the equation I given to you.
A. But
You said A was that and B was that? I put, when I put B in.
How do you get a y1 is equal to?
yeah, I was watching it. I know that guy. I know both of them. My friend used to have sex with that one.
Whoa, girl. What, hey?
So basically,
I know my friends ran through like half an inch. Huh? I feel my friends damn near ran through half an inch.
My friends were, they taking out apples right
Oh my
as we
God.
speak,
that number.
right now, as we speak.
Trying to get taken out? You say you trying to get taken down. Yeah.
So here is the two-way. Here is a two-way. We did the same thing, right? So now you can using the A and the B and putting back into here, find your Y and X. All right. So then we have the unit cost, the cost per unit, which is equal to we're looking for 135. Sorry, 315 times with A and plus B. We get that one, and then we find the total to this one times with the 315. So this is a final number. And we can run up this to
Separate.
to their decimal place.
Rewrite it, but put the A after 100.
Negative.
How did you get to 17.3?
Now write this equation under it, but make it negative.
Using 315, which is your size for your new project, times with A and plus B. Okay. So yeah, round your final answer to an integer number. Round it to a whole number without any decimal place.
I still don't know how you got the 21.
You don't know how to get a 21?
I know how to get it, but my numbers are not getting that.
What's number you have?
I'm getting a decimal. Like when I plug my A into the original equation, it's not, I don't know why it's not getting doing that. And I should be able to plug A into either equation and get the same B, right?
Yes.
You're getting negative 83. Practice putting the numbers.
No, it's not. It's not. It's really not hard.
Yeah. 315. No, don't need to do plus B. So your total cost is your unit cost times with your size. Why you still plus B? Plus B does not make sense. So when you're getting the unit cost per unit, you need to AX plus B. But for here is Y times size.
Negative 16.
I ain't getting it. I ain't getting it.
Thank you. What do you get? Oh, you didn't. You just didn't do it.
No, this shit getting like a negative 83 or some shit. No.
I don't understand what I'm doing.
I type in IP the number. No.
I don't understand what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Got it.
How you doing?
I
got the 17 sheet. You got a damn add 315 plus.
So what's usually
When I put it in my A into this equation, I'm not getting it. So it's 100 times negative 0.0125. That number should be divided by 20.
confused.
Why?
So you get this number.
Yeah, or B.
No, you're getting this number. So 100 times A is this number.
Yes.
And putting this one, adding this one, you got this one. Why you divide by it? Why you using 20 divided by it? This is plus.
Yeah. Right.
This is not times. If it's
Oh,
times,
because I already did the multiplication.
if
Okay,
it's
when I look
times,
at
you
it like
divide
that.
it, yeah.
Right, right,
Still the message.
right. I got it. I got it. The 21.
That's what.
You found this shit?
Yes, I. Huh? We did it last class, so I just copied my Excel one from last class. Well, not last class, but the last quiz we had.
How did you get this?
I did it. What do you mean? I don't understand anything. Got it.
You know.
How did we get lost?
Oh, yeah.
Just, I do. I don't. I just.
Down makes sense.
That's why I was mad, so I never went through, it's in the formula,
Oh, I just divided negative 8, 10 by 10.
No, they have the COP,
Yeah.
they don't have like these things. So I think it was like, you guys are connected.
All right, so you guys can finish and submit it. I will put the video recording on the YouTube channel and also post onto the Blackboard, and I will share this one with you, okay? Don't forget to submit it, okay?
Question, can you go to your total cost?
Wait, so.
So your total is your unit cost times with your size. Your size is 315.
And so whenever we do the assignment on Tuesday, do you want to do it like this?